Hello, this is Quentin, and in this game I'm gonna be recording my game versus Vanbattlestick. He's gonna be playing as Axis, and I'm gonna be playing as Allies. And I'm gonna start off by getting 4 infantry and 2 tanks as my first turn, because this on average allows me to get the most pressure round 2. I'm gonna do 12 units to West Russia and 9 to Ukraine, and we're gonna roll the dice and see how we fare. It's a pretty poor opener in West Russia, and it looks like he didn't hit either, and it's 1 infantry below average, which is perfectly acceptable. Now for Ukraine, the big one. Alright, 3 hits. Ooh, yeah, infantry hitting like that. Oh, this is looking pretty poor. I'm gonna try anyways. Oh, 1 hit, oh no. Yeah, this is looking like I'm gonna fail Ukraine here. Bumper is gonna survive. Very poor. So this opener is gonna be a big challenge. Gonna place a fighter in, gonna have to abandon Caucasus here because of the poor opener. I'm gonna put my sub in season 7 and set my stuff to not submerge, and hope to survive the early game here. Still gonna do the same. So this opener has failed. If you fail this, now I wish these 2 tanks were artillery instead, but what can you do? Deploy everything and hope it doesn't hurt me too bad here. And the pain continues. Oof, looks like my sub submerged, even though I set it to not do again. That's unfortunate. And he went for a very solid pure infantry buy. I think he's done that the earlier times I've played against him too. And but luckily for me, he placed 2 fighters into Ukraine, so there's a decent shot I'm going to be able to get the fleet UK1, even though he only lost 1 sub. Did he? Yeah, he went with everything into season 7. So luckily for me, he didn't go for Egypt either. That's a really scary battle when the German bombers arrives. And but as you see, he took over Caucasus. So I'm gonna try to recapture that with the UK. I'm gonna go for my safe and standard UK buy. So since my fighters don't need to kill the battleship, since I can't kill it, I'm just gonna pour everything on the subs here. Now I can actually go for Northwestern Europe landing if I want to, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. If he takes the coin flip on the, it's gonna be a 5 versus 4 on the fleet, and if he takes it and wins heavily, I'm just gonna be rolled over, I think. I'm gonna go for this. I can try to preserve the carrier here if I want. I don't know if that's so, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna go all in on trying to recapture Caucasus so that I can stack it with Russia next turn. Because if he can keep trading it, that's really bad for me. But with if I can produce 4 units in it, I think I'm gonna be able to stack it with the US fighter and all that. Yeah. Alright. That went well. Looks like I'm gonna get a nice and regular start as UK. And it hits. gonna have to sack a fighter for this. I'm gonna have to do the math. 8, 7, 15, 18. Luckily the fighters are in France. So yeah, I think I will sack a fighter for this. It's unfortunate. Paint keeps coming. Alright, at least he didn't survive with the carrier there. So one nice thing you can do in when you have 2 naval units, usually you'd have the carrier and the transport, is that you can split them up to make it harder for the Japanese to kill it. In this case, he's probably gonna just land units here. You know what? Just okay. Not gonna go for that actually. I'm gonna transport 1 unit over here. So usually the threat when you lose Ukraine like this is turn 3 or 4 victory city push. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to stop that. So I'm gonna be giving concessions here most likely. I think maybe using the tank to blitz was a bit overzealous. Oh yeah, I may have messed this up already. Because he's gonna land. And he has the bomber available as well. Okay, this goes here. Will it do a 3v4? Is the question. Alright, I'm going to risk it, I think. So, will he land here in a 4 versus 4? I think that's safe. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's safe there, and then I'll just, the rest is pretty normal stuff. So I hope it's gonna go for some conservative buy and not go up to 4 transport with Japan, because that will relieve a lot of the victory city pressure. At least we got the UK-1 Navy here, so we can see if we can bail out Russia. Yeah, the attack power is not looking pretty. He also got a lot of extra income with the Caucasus and the Karelia capture around 1. But he did not stack Karelia, which you can do. So that's something. Alright, looks like I've caught a break here. He went for a 2 transport buy with 1 fighter. This significantly lowers the pressure on India. So I think I'm gonna be able to get out of this early game still alive. He went for Pearl, but has no unit surviving. That's very good for me. I even have a fighter here, so that is nice. I'm gonna go for a standard buy. Nothing out of the ordinary here. And I especially like that he left his fighters here in season 61. What's really scary is if he had left the fighters here in Kwangtung, then he could have gone for a West Russia stack with the Japanese fighters, and both holding Moscow and defending India is the main issue with failing Ukraine like this. Now I think I'm surviving, so I'm not gonna land in Morocco. Don't think I'm gonna do anything actually. And since he has a bomber, oh no, okay, I didn't actually see that at all, huh? Oopsie. Yeah, looks like I'm pitching a transport. That's it's not intentional. Yeah, that's the first mistake. Having the bomber in France is so unusual. Maybe I should have gone for Morocco here. Yeah, not sure now. Maybe I'll offer a coin flip. Yeah, since... Okay, I've already made that mistake. So I'm gonna offer him a better trade here. He can't go for both of them. So if he goes for this and wins it, which is most likely, I'm gonna at least get a US transport in range of France next turn, which is something. Just gonna go here. And the battleship is still alive as well. Oh boy. I will land this in Gibraltar, I think. Because if he lands there, I'll get the transport. So that's good. I'll land my stuff here. So I've already done the math on Caucasus, and I'll be able to offer him a coin flip on it, which I, considering these circumstances, is more than favorable. And deploy here. So I'm not playing this ideally. Bomber in France really threw me off, apparently. So for Russia, but it's pretty boring. I'll have to remember to kill the transport. Grab the income here. And the real question is if I go for the 60% or not. Because I do need the infantry. And now I will do this and this. Because that's just trading off 1 for 1. And I'll get the income in addition. But this trade is kind of... Because if it fails, I think I'm in real... Might be in real trouble. Ah, what the hell. Let's do it. It's the worst that could happen. Alright. We'll win the 90%. It's nice. This one is a bit more risky. Alright, I think we still roll. Take the 1 and 9 to... Oh, and we get the top 50% result on the second round there. And this is the most risky one. I think we retreat at 1. Yeah, I think we still roll. We hit, he hits, and now we retreat. Because now it's going to be hard for him to take both provinces without... Because he can still go for India, because he has all the fighters still alive, but now he'll have to give up income if he wants to go for it. And we dump everything except for 1 infantry down into Caucasus. And if I did my math correctly, that's going to be a coin flip if he sends his bomber. And that's odds I am willing to take when I'm trying to recover from the opener. Yeah, I don't think it matters where the artillery is deployed. Alright, yeah, attack power is still very unfavorable, which is expected. But I think it's giving me a shot. And we'll just have to extend the game and take this turn by turn.